Hey YouTube, here's Heiko down in my garage. I just finished up another motorcycle ride and did some high-speed testing with my R90. I installed a new little windshield or a fly screen or no fly screen, windscreen, whatever you want to call it. I had seen that model on a Facebook post a little while back, and the guy mentioned that he got that from Germany. Since I was born there, still have family over there, speak the language and so on, I was able to locate that type of screen. And then I ordered myself one. And then of course, the company ships it all over the world except into the United States. So then I had to ship it to my mom's house and she repacked it and sent it over here. And I think my shipping was more expensive than the windshield itself. I'm going to show you. I really like it, and I hope you like it too. So there it is. I bought it in Germany at a company that's called Lewis Motorcycle Supply or Motorcycle Parts. They have a German webpage. I'll put it down below in the description, and then you can check it out for yourself. I bet they even have a translate function of their webpage. I ordered this screen in complete black, so it's not transparent or anything. They also make it in a smoked, kind of translucent color and in blue. For whatever reason, when I saw this Facebook post, the guy had a black R90 with pinstriping and everything, and he had this in black on it, and it looked amazing. Now I have it, and I have it on my bike. I guess it doesn't look terrible, but I think the smoke color would have been a little nicer. But, you know, hindsight. Next time I'm in Germany, I'm probably just going to buy a second set. So, anyways, this one is made by brand, I would say in German, I would say PUIG. And in English, Puig, maybe. Yeah, so this whole thing was 29 euros, so maybe $35 plus shipping. And during COVID, shipping is really expensive. I think I spent 50 bucks for shipping this to the US. Anyways, as you can see, bug splatter all over the place. I took this out today, went through the twisties. I wanted to see at different speeds if the shape, and especially because it is only mounted to, you know, your front fork, if that has any kind of adverse effect on, you know, stability, if it causes any kind of speed wobble aerodynamically. But I can report that it doesn't. It does not cause any kind of wobble whatsoever. I almost feel like I want to say like 40, 50 miles an hour. It actually is more stable than before. Maybe I'm just imagining that. And then I took it down the freeway. I went 90, just don't tell anyone. And absolutely straight and level. There was no wobble, no nothing. And then let's talk about airflow. So this thing is not super high. It's not super large. It's not super sticking right into your face. I'm 6 feet tall. And when I'm sitting on my bike and I have a European style low handlebar, so I have a little bit of a leaning forward riding position on this bike at speed 65, 75 miles an hour. The aerodynamic shape here is in a way that the wind hits about halfway up my helmet, so right around my face shield. And that seems to make it really quiet in my helmet because the neck opening of my helmet doesn't get any wind. So the biggest opening in your helmet is the most noise-causing opening in your helmet is where your head goes through. And at 65 or 60 even, the air glides over and hits mid-face shield and the bottom of my helmet where my neck sticks out is completely calm, quiet. There's no wind noise going in. Everything below that, 50, 45, 35, as you can imagine, slow speeds, aerodynamics isn't that great. It's noisy as usual. So I don't think it has really had any adverse effect on noise level in my helmet. No wobbling caused by this thing. And I've also noticed when I in the summer ride with a thin riding jacket and my helmet on, and then I have my neck exposed, that sometimes the bugs impacting my neck, that can be quite painful. With this thing, as long as you are above 45, the bugs are hitting my helmet, but they're not hitting my neck anymore. So I guess the aerodynamic forces, they are propelling them up against my helmet, but not my neck anymore. So that's kind of a nice side effect as well. I've noticed that this plastic that they're using is very easily scratched. I will try to polish this out and then see if I can find some protectant that I can apply so that it doesn't get scratched up all that much. But I really like it. If you can Google this brand name, PUIG Racing Screens. In Germany, all those parts always have to have a technical engineering paperwork that approves it for use on public road. And as you guys probably know, German engineering and all that. So here with ABE, Allgemeine Betriebserlaubnis, is pretty much the permission to use it on road-going vehicles. This thing has it. Mounting. If you have anything newer than a /6, so let's say you have a Naked /7, where your, I don't even know, where is your ignition block? Somewhere up here, right? So you only have a normal bolt here on the side. This thing would fit right out of the box, like it does over here. I didn't have to modify anything. On the right side of a /6 headlight, there's just a bolt, big washer, and some rubber behind it. I just shoved it in there. Fits perfectly. On the side where I have my ignition block, I had to modify this bracket a little bit, make the opening fit around the lock. And then also it just pinched in between the big washer here and the rubber behind it. They recommend to, it actually comes with another little bolt and a nut. They recommend to put this through here, right there, this extra hole, and then have the bolt rest on your headlight mount or even drill through it. Of course, I don't want to do that on my /6. But the nice thing is, if it's installed in this kind of orientation, those little extensions here, these ears, touch the perch of my clutch and my brake. So this thing is literally held in place and cannot lean back any further because it is touching my controls here. Let's turn on some light right there. There. And there. I have left a little bit of a gap. I wanted to see how much the aerodynamic forces actually move this thing, and it hasn't moved at all. I mean, I cranked this down quite a bit here on both sides, but yeah, this extra bolt is not necessary because it's not going to go any further than touching your brake and your clutch perch here. So that's why I kind of like the way it's mounted. It was relatively easy, besides the modification of this little stainless steel bracket. Hardware is all stainless, comes with some nylon washers, lines up all really well. The radius follows nicely the headlight here. There is a little bit of an air gap, so it doesn't touch the headlight, which is nice. And I think this actually helps with the aerodynamics of this thing as well. Yeah, and at the same time, it keeps the bugs off of your instrument panel. Probably keeps the rain off of your instruments as well. Sensitive electronics are a little bit more protected. And yeah, I can only say good things about it. Besides the look, you know, the look is a complete change from before. Before I had Naked R90/6. Besides some aftermarket luggage and some aftermarket mirrors, it was all relatively stock looking with a aerodynamically shaped windscreen in black. It definitely affects the look a little bit. That's why I would be interested to see how this would look like in just the smoked plexiglass. But this is the one that I have. I put this relatively ugly sticker on here. It's the only BMW related sticker that I had on hand, just to break up this large black panel. Maybe put a BMW rondelle. Is it called a rondelle? Roundel? Whatever, the symbol of BMW on here. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, like it a lot. $29, no, 29 euros, $35 plus shipping. Maybe you can even find it other places. I'm pretty happy, and I'm really happy with the high-speed noise reduction on my helmet, just because it completely blocks the wind to my chest and to the underside of my motorcycle helmet. And I'm 6 feet tall, as I mentioned. All right. Yeah, that's just this quick little introduction here. If you guys like those little videos, please give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Thank you. Take care.